Good morning, students. We are doing the seventh chapter, Formation of Indian Republic. So today we'll be dealing with the merging of inter-provincial states. This merging means making one, merging, combining, that is merging into inter-provincial states. So the states that which were in the different provinces which were very highly rich, so they were merged into and they were made as one country later on. So that was happening in the independent time. So we saw that independent India has to do a lot of works after the independent was declared, announced. India had to do a lot of works. First one was to unite its political status. So different political background was dealing with other the provinces were having different political status. So first they had to be united. Then only the people or the other independent nations that will be coming as a one nation. Otherwise all will be doing their own, so that will be a very chaos. There will be very problem to functioning of the government. So in 1947 regions which were British ruled, and there other than this nearby 550 provinces were independent and British had no control over them. So different provinces were under India. So that also was freed, that also got freedom, independent, and now they had no control over these provinces. So during independence it was announced that all the independent provinces also are free now. So therefore they can decide, they can choose to go either in the Pakistan or stay in the India. So there, that was their choice. But if these states remain independent, it may create a problem in the unity of the country. But if they are free in themselves, so that whole India will be in the problematic situation. So that's why they had to make at least two independent nations, that was Pakistan or India. So that's why they have given their choices whether they can go there or stay in India. Therefore mixing of these provinces was more necessary, and this responsibility was given to the Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, who was the current home minister at that time. So all of these responsibilities of mixing of states, so according to their language, according to their religion, they have decided to mix up. Otherwise if they go to different part, then it will be very problematic. That's why they thought of mixing, like which is a rich country, sorry, which is a rich state, they will be combining other states, poor states, 2 3 states together, and they'll be combining and making one province. So Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel come to Nagpur in December 1947 for mixing of Chhattisgarh, and after his decision the total 14 provinces mixed with India. So total there was a 14 provinces, and but mixing of Kavardha, Shakti and Chokandhan took place after the mass movement. After a long period of time it was having a lot of problems, so after it a long time it took place. So in this way Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel was his the logical thought mixed 562 provinces with India, and they agreed independently without any rebels. So all these provinces were very happy to join or combine or merge with each other. So that's why this came very peacefully. There was no fight or something, anything. So that was done by Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. So because of this sharp response personality of has is known as Iron Man. So who is known as Iron Man? Our Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, because of his sharp mind and whatever work he has done in very intellectual way. So that was he is known as a very Iron Man of India. So now mixing of Junagadh, Kashmir and Hyderabad was left in the front of him. So now India has to face this other provinces, which was Junagadh, Kashmir and Hyderabad, were not merged in one nation. So this was left over. So first one is the merging of Junagadh. So Junagadh was a very small province of Gujarat. Then the Nawab of Junagadh wants to assimilate with Pakistan. So he wanted to go in Pakistan because he was a what is that, Muslim. So but people of Junagadh wanted to stay in India itself. So therefore due to the pressure of the public, means public was not willing to go to Pakistan. So Nawab ran away with the force. They were threatening him, so he ran away. to Pakistan. In this manner, now in 1948, Junagadh was assimilated in India. So that was combined with India. Now we see that assimilation of Kashmir. So Kashmir was a far border of the Pakistan. So there was a lot of fight by the time. So rulers of Kashmir wanted to stay independent, but people of Kashmir under the leadership of Sheikh Abdullah wanted to assimilate in India. So they wanted to stay as an independent nation, independent this one, but they wanted to take as a leadership, means like they wanted to taken care by the India. So they wanted to assimilate. They wanted to agreement with the India. So just after independent, with the encouragement of Pakistan army, intruders started attacking on Kashmir. So that after that, when this happened, when agreement happened, there was a lot of fight between India and Pakistan border, that is Kashmir border. So then King of Kashmir agreed to sign the assimilation treaty. After that, India soldiers threw these invaders out of the borders of our country. So all the Pakistan armies were entering the Kashmir, and we were capturing some of the parts. Many parts they had captured. After this, he was very frightened of the Pakistan army, so he agreed to sign the assimilation with the treaty as with the soldiers of India. So that's why after that, what happened? Now it is in the control of the India. So they fought back with the Pakistan troops, Pakistan soldiers, and they threw away this all the armies which were standing in the border or capturing the Kashmir. So now we see the assimilation of Hyderabad. So Nizam of Hyderabad wanted to stay independent on deception of Pakistan. So here Nizam also was of Hyderabad, who was like a ruler. He also wanted to assimilate or uh, stay in the what is that Pakistan. But people of the Hyderabad, under the guidance of Swami Ramanand Tirak, wanted to assimilate with India again. So to suppress this demand, Nizam started torturing these people. So he was forcing and torturing the people not to assimilate with the, not to stay independent as a country with India. So they wanted their own means they wanted to go to Pakistan, assimilate with the Pakistan, make an agreement with the Pakistan. So to suppress their demands, he used to, what he used to do, he used to torture them, he used to beat them, whatever torture they used to do that. So at last, India's soldiers took action against Nizam, and Hyderabad province was assimilated in India. So this way again Hyderabad also was assimilated, means merged into as one nation. So this was some of the what is that inter provincial states where that was merged into one nation.